16K income ceiling. Kalau diorang 17, 18 dah tak boleh beli EC. What's our next plan for them?
First world problem kan ni? First world problem kan?
Assalamualaikum. We are
We are sisters in
property. Jadi dia kurang sing sikit tapi tak apa.
Yeah, I think nak dekat September holiday kan. So
itulah kan.
Holiday
So, apa yang kita nak berbual dan kita dekat Pasir Ris kan? Have you all heard about the new condo dekat Pasir Ris tak?
Ada. Very exciting.
Yeah, I as a Parisian.
Paris.
Someone who is actually staying in Pasir Ris, yes, I'm very excited because we are going to have a new upcoming condo EC coming up.
And when was the last EC yang diorang ada kat sini? Ingat tak?
I think that one was
Siesta.
2016.
Sea Horizon.
Sea Horizon,
Sea Horizon.
Have you been to the development?
I have about viewing. Okay lah, because it's an EC, right? So even though it's an EC, kita jangan discount lah EC ni, because orang cakap, oh EC dengan condo lain, ada fasad lain sikit. Tapi bila you make money, you don't see whether it's an EC or a condo. This EC, mana location dia?
Tempat baik.
The location is very good because it's opposite to downtown East. So if you're staying in Pasir Ris, Tampines or East Siders lah, you know that downtown East is actually quite a hit place. Siapa yang suka anak-anak, bawa anak-anak pergi swimming, ada Wawa Wet. They have supermarkets, eateries.
Nak jalan, nak jogging, pergi beach pun macam senang. Sekarang I dah nak start my healthy lifestyle. So kat Tampines kan, nak jog lah, tak brisk walk. Nak brisk walk dekat Tampines, nampak mall, nampak apa, macam boring. Tapi imagine kalau you buy an EC there, you nak brisk walk, jalan je kat beach. How imagine dah stress dengan kerja, you jalan, you brisk walk kat beach.
So the location there is very good lah, close to nature, ada park connector. So kalau you suka jalan ke or cycling with the kids, it'll be very, very, very near lah.
Excited, apa dah excited?
So it's a very family-friendly location. Even they have good schools nearby. Pasir Ris Primary, Hai Sing Secondary.
Correct.
So nanti we will give our viewers a brief bila dia punya EC dah siap, dia punya show flat dah siap, maybe we can show you what it's like inside but not now lah.
But there's another one kan, Tampines coming up juga.
Yes.
West.
Tampines West.
Safra kan?
Yes.
Correct.
So people who stay in the East, the two exciting EC there's going to be launch soon, but we will keep you posted because sekarang dia punya show flat belum buka lagi pun. But for today's topic, right, we want to dive into EC, and maybe kalau orang nak tanya what's my requirement, boleh ke mampu? It's always the word, no, boleh ke mampu? And then, but you never know until you find out.
Correct.
So let's bongkar.
Bongkar
alih-alih. Bongkar.
Itu EC. EC dengan kondo lain. Kenapa?
Correct. And then, yes, jom. So kalau you beli new EC ni, what is the requirement? Kita nak find out, nak beli EC ni berapa lah gaji, dan berapa cash you nak kena ada, berapa CPF and all. So macam tadi Minta cakap, kita bongkarlah bank account, bongkarlah CPF account kan, nak tengok berapa boleh ada, berapa you need to have, and how much you can afford.
So EC usually price range dia apa?
So based on the recent launch of Orel EC at the East, which is at Tampines, I think the starting price is about 1.47, 1.5 million for the compact 3-bedder. And usually EC, it comes starting from 3-bedder, 4-bedder and 5-bedder aja.
Correct, because it's for family, not for you to rent out or anything. Kalau condo adalah 2-bedder. So EC for family only, it starts with 3-bedder.
Correct.
And usually lah, orang ni macam, okay lah, EC, usually kalau you masuk lobby dia macam
kalau EC you masuk lobby, dia lain dengan condo you masuk.
Ada difference ke?
Ada.
Ada.
Orang juga. Lepas viewing a lot of condo versus EC kan.
Okay.
You masuk EC, dia macam panas. Tapi kalau you masuk condo, dia sejuk. Ada aircon.
Ada aircon dekat lobby dia. Kalau EC ni you buka, Kalau ada kipas pun dah nasib baik lah tu.
I see.
Yeah, so that's the difference. So yeah, so when you go sometimes bila client, I think your client ask EC ni tak ada aircon tempat tunggu lobby dia, you tunggu lah panas-panas.
But kenapa ada difference between private condo dengan EC? So what is EC made up of?
Okay, firstly is
So usually private condo furnishing dia is more premium lah. That's why ada aircon, ada furnishing dia boleh nampak
dia
the
punya
difference.
flooring semua lain.
But because EC tu is government subsidized.
Yes,
so
correct.
a bit cheaper.
Of course, dia macam kereta. You beli Toyota dengan Mercedes.
Oh, the difference.
Then the functions are the same. EC tetap ada pool and all, ada gym. But it's just the quality. Of course, you buy a Honda atau Toyota, you dapat Toyota punya quality. If you buy a BM or Mercedes, you dapat that kind of different. You can see the difference in quality. But ultimately, for those who can afford the EC, you want lifestyle. EC is actually for lifestyle lah. Untuk anak-anak, it's not for us lah. Kita nak swimming pun malas
has
kan.
the same lifestyle lah. You can enjoy the same lifestyle.
Yeah, it's actually for your kids. So kalau you ada anak-anak yang kecil yang masih nak swimming, rajin swimming, hari-hari nak swimming, EC is actually.
So kalau dia government subsidized, do you get macam grants ke, or you ada macam subsidies ke, macam mana?
So similar macam you beli BTO, you ada first timer grant.
Okay.
And talking about grants, right? If let's say you you're a second timer lah, you're the HDB resale flat, and then you want to buy an EC kan. Tapi bila you beli rumah HDB ni, the first HDB which is a resale flat, you tak ambil grant langsung.
Kalau tak ambil grant langsung for your first HDB.
For your first HDB. So when you buy an EC, you are considered as a first timer. So you get the first timer queue. So
first timer queue tu macam what's the difference between first
they
timer
will
queue
give a bigger percentage because they when you ballot, right, they will have second timer and first timer.
So can higher chance lah of you being able to actually book a unit lah.
Yes,
unit that you
Timer.
like, right?
Yes, and you like
okay.
correct.
Ambil
Sebab ni semua macam goreng pisang panas kan. Orang isi when you launch first few weeks saja
Dah sold out.
Correct. So if let's say lah, new buyers out there, kalau you nak beli resale, if you can afford, don't use up your grant yet. If you intend to upgrade into an EC.
Okay, this is tips from Kak Wawa. Okay.
So apa affordability dia, apa eligibility dia?
Gaji kena berapa? Cannot exceed berapa? Maybe Fazil can explain.
Okay, so actually for EC, dia ada certain income eligibility. So the income ceiling is 16K. Correct.
Kalau 17K dah tak boleh lah
I think based on some cases, boleh.
It's all subject to,
subject to
you have to appeal to HDB
correct.
and such. Tapi kalau banyak sangat pun I think kita boleh cuba. We will not say no, but we will try. But there are other alternatives. As long as gaji 18,000, okay lah, don't go into EC. Go into private property.
So other than the grants and also the income ceiling, ada tak lagi conditions to buy EC?
Similar to BTO juga, you have this 5-year MOP that you kena fulfill before you can sell your EC.
So
if
not
you
like
beli-
private condo after 3 years or 4
4 years
years,
sekarang.
then you can sell. But
Yeah.
EC, you must stay for 5
5
years.
Okay. So you tak boleh think that you earn profit terus you nak sell. You must at least stay there for 5 years.
Okay.
What about eligibility to buy in terms of cash? In terms of monetary. So
Kena
dia
mampu
lagi
ke
important
tidak,
kan. Kalau kita berbual banyak-banyak, lepas tu alamak tak boleh, atau alamak your income ceiling dah burst, no point.
So macam mana nak tahu whether kita mampu ke tidak nak beli this upcoming EC, especially for our viewers out there?
Let's say based on 1.4 million kalau beli 3-bedder at 1.4 million, how much cash do you need, Rita?
Cash 5%, so about 70K upfront.
Yeah, and then because loan cuma 75%, so you have the other 20%. 20% of 20% of 1.4 million, you kena ada 280,000 either in CPF atau cash. So the balance will be,
Then the balance will be loan lah, 75%, which is about 1.05 million.
so kalau based on 1.4 million, I think most people are very concerned about berapa you nak bayar monthly ni. Takut nanti macam tak boleh afford. So the monthly is
4.2K, 4.2K kan?
4.2K. So even you beli EC, banyak orang ada this misconception that kalau you beli EC because it's a private property, you tak boleh pakai CPF. Masih boleh pakai CPF, OA for you to pay your monthly mortgage. So 4.2K bulan-bulan, you rasa berat tak?
Kalau combined income 16K, 4.2K, boleh lah.
Boleh kan? Actually boleh tau. Because you know why? We won't be using, maybe kalau CPF you very strong, you have this buffer, you have this holding power to help you pay your monthly mortgage. So maybe at the end of the day, 4.2K out of this, maybe you bayar 2,000 from your current CPF and the other ribu,
And the remaining?
yes, the remaining 2,000 you pay from your existing CPF OA. So that one right is a bit deep. So nanti bila okay lah. If any one of you interested to find out my calculation, you just call any one of us. Okay.
And especially also kalau for upgraders, because you have your current house and you may be selling it at a profit, you know that your current CPF is actually locked in your current house. Yeah, so bila you jual, nanti you get lah your CPF and also your cash proceeds that can actually help fund for your next upgrade to this new launch EC.
Correct. And do you need to sell your house now? Tak, let's say lah, you nak betul-betul mati gila-gila nak rumah ni rumah this
Tak boleh tidur,
tak boleh tidur, fikir alamak, this EC, and you still currently staying in your HDB. Do you need to sell it now?
So this is the difference between EC and buying a private condo. EC, you tak payah nak jual your rumah first. You can stay until the EC is completed. Maybe 3 years it will take. After 3 years dah complete, baru you can start selling your house and move into your new EC.
Then kalau gitu loan macam mana? Because you buy sekarang tapi you tak jual your house, then how is the loan like?
EC ada this thing called deferred payment scheme yang bila you dah jual baru you start paying your mortgage.
And if you realize right, your cash you need 70,000. Then you pergilah, mak, mak ada 70,000 tak mak?
Kena buat muka kesian ni.
Gelang mak yang banyak.
Correct. Ada
Gelang mak tak
macam-macam.
pakai.
Kan?
Tak pakai, nak kena bayar zakat. Tak apalah mak jual je, jangan pinjam. Yeah, sometimes that's where the 70,000 will come from.
So yes, if you're newly married or you newly bought a BTO, maybe you have to keep that in mind if you intend to upgrade later on. Save duit.
Yes, correct.
Save
duit.
CPF.
Plan ahead lah. Because if that's your goal, at least you have a buffer for the next 5-6 years or so for you to save up.
So bila dah jual rumah HDB tu, jangan lupa bayar mak balik 70,000 tu ya nak. Yes, mesti bayar balik. Okay. So yang our viewers out there ni cakap 16K income ceiling. Kalau diorang 17, 18 dah tak boleh beli EC. What's our next plan for them?
First world problem kan ni? First world problem kan? So next plan of course is you can go into private. Why private?
Sometimes gaji cukup, monthly can pay, but then bila you ambil loan dia tak cukup. So you tak dapat beli EC because kenapa loan tak cukup? What circumstances bila loan tu tak cukup?
Because tadi sebab kita cakap ni EC ni subsidized kan. So they actually take your MSR, the mortgage servicing ratio. 30% of your income can be used to service your mortgage.
So kalau that means if you earn 10,000, you can only use 3,000 from your pay to pay your monthly mortgages. And this kalau bila dorang kira using your MSR, the loan granted is usually lower, much lower. So maybe kadang-kadang bila dorang kira gaji okay tapi loan kurang 100-200 ribu. Nak pinjam mak pun malu.
So in the end, you can fork out more cash and use up more of your CPF lah.
So how do we solve this kind of problem? Kita suruh lah private. Yeah, we have those who came down during our oral punya show flat. Ada Malay buyers yang they have this kind of problem. So what do? We don't. Just the thing is they still want to buy a private property tapi not EC, so we ask them to buy private property. That means private condo lah. Where they can get higher loan Kan?
So based on TDSR, which is total debt servicing ratio, is actually you can use up to maximum of 55% of your income to service your monthly mortgage and also including all your other loans like your car loan, your
Tuition fee
education
loan,
loan.
yeah.
Correct.
So all this lah.
So with that, actually, for a new launch private, you can actually get a bigger loan because it's 55%.
But bear in mind, bigger loan, bigger, higher mortgages. So whatever you want, buy within your means.
Very important to do kira-kira.
Because nanti next week kita ada special guest kan, the next episode ada special guest. So that one you all don't miss. Sebab this special guest will share with you their journey from HDB to private. So you want to know, this is real life in the situation. So maybe if you think we are just selling, we are of course like not, but then you hear from the horses.
There are cases, successful cases of Malay-Muslims who are able to upgrade from HDB to condo and even to landed after that.
So nanti
And dia actually orang biasa-biasa je lah kan.
Macam itulah kita
But because of proper planning, they were able to do this transition lah.
Okay, if both of you have a chance kan untuk beli, kira mampu gila untuk beli EC dengan private.
New launch
Yeah.
Okay.
Which one would you go for first?
Of course, I will get a EC because it's much lower price. The entry price is much lower than a new launch condo.
So even though the loan that you get is lesser, but the entry price is also much lower.
Correct.
So kalau Fazlin nak beli apa?
I think for me, I will also get an EC lah. So other than the lower entry price, later on after 5 years, dah habis MOP tu kan, bila you nak jual, you can actually sell it as comparatively high as compared to other private condos
Around the area.
Around the area also.
Yeah. So imagine beli rendah, when you sell, you sell high.
Correct. So they call it higher upside potential.
You imagine you beli EC2 1.2. The new launch dia jual start 1.4. Okay, when after 5 years you nak sell, you can sell at 1.6 ikut the new launch 1.6, but your profit margin is bigger than the new launch. That's what they call upside potential.
I see.
Kan? So you learn something new about EC today.
But then for our community kan, I think a lot of us prefer bigger space. Macam new launch EC, new launch condo, the size is smaller. Unless they go for 3-bedder ke 4-bedder, where the price is so much more higher lah. Macam mana?
I have client yang betul-betul tak nak beli newer project because they stayed in macam EA, and then bila tengok the new launch, right, to them it's so small, macam how to live, how to survive this kind of space.
Lagi ada 3 anak, ada helpers, some of them are bringing their
kucing. So macam mana nak stay in such a small confined space. So they prefer to buy older condos.
resale condo.
Older resale condo. So you rasa, what do you think? But then they ask me this good question. Boleh ke make money from older resale condo?
Ini ada news yang older condos, even those older than 40 years old, they still have demand. Kan?
Siapa cakap older condos tak laku kan?
Itulah. I pun sendiri tinggal old condo lah, 20 years old condo. So I beli during COVID. So kirakan there is still potential for profits.
Profit, capital appreciation.
And there was one condo kat Loyang juga, Loyang Valley.
Yeah. Oh wow, that one really old. I think almost about 40 over years. Dekat 40 years. And also dia macam tercampak kan. Dia punya Loyang Valley is like, the location is like ke dalam, habis tak ada MRT. But when we saw a recent transaction, the person bought in 2020 and then jual 2025, the 2-bedder. You know how much profit they make? 400,000. Right.
Wow.
So like, wow, even with older condos and 5 years.
5 years aja boleh make 400,000.
Mana dah dapat, mana nak save 400,000 tu kan?
Itu kondo yang kat mana tak tahu tersorok kat mana.
Kan? Yeah. So as long as you buy I think this is rare because that condo is really big lah. Yeah. So do not discount off older condos because for all you know, they will also appreciate the price.
Because people also appreciate space lah, kan?
Yeah, especially kita Melayu lah. Honestly, kita Melayu suka
Hmm.
space. Hari Raya,
Raya nak
satu
jemput,
kampung datang.
satu kampung,
Satu kampung datang. So, that's the thing. So, but the thing is, banyak Melayu ni, they are not, orang tak berani. You know, it's always the fear factor. Our first
tak
officer
berani, takut loan banyak-banyak, macam mana nak terbayar ke monthly.
Yeah. So that's why next week, in our next episode, do listen to this person because it's not something kita karang. It's something which is really, it's from the horse's mouth itself where they orang beranikan diri untuk upgrade. And of course, I think there is no regrets in them. I think they'll be so happy to share their experience. Yeah?
As long as kita plan betul-betul, buat calculation, buat
proper planning for them lah.
proper planning, then insyaAllah eventually we can also own a landed.
Yes, and I believe this couple also ada fear, but because they are well informed, they find out, they do their homework. That's
And
why
they make their decision based on all these statistics.
Yes, that's why they're berani. So insyaAllah with our sharing, we have more brave people out there yang fear tu jadi semangat untuk you to actually upgrade yourself.
Correct.
Okay, so insyaAllah kita tunggu our next episode. Don't forget, tune in. We are
Sisters in
Property. Assalamualaikum.
Salam.